Welcome to another Unthinkable welding video with a Harbor Freight welder. I've upgraded welders from a viewer. He sent me a, it's a Flux, it's not a Flux 125, I forget what it's called, but it's the green one and it's still just a flux core one. But what I want to do is, these are the famous Harbor Freight jack stands. I know they're black, however, the inside is red. I use this to paint, to jack up my golf cart here and paint all underneath it. And you can't use these out in the grass and stuff, you know, they'll shift and whatnot. And I've wanted to do this for a long time, just never got around to it. But now I have the really good welder that I'm very pleased with, and you can even kind of see the 3-ton there, Pittsburgh. You can maybe make out Pittsburgh there. But I want to add some steel to the bottoms of these. These are the replacement jack stands that were recalled. And the one guy had posted on here that these would break right here. And by adding this piece, there's one up here. By adding this piece of steel, I want to actually add two to the piece of steel here, or to the jack stand, and one will go here, basically, one will go there, and then another one will go here, and then I'll weld them together. And these are 3/16 of an inch thick, and they are 6 by 12, so this will be a 12 by 12 footprint. So it'll look something like this, and it should be plenty big. I don't see why it wouldn't be. That's just my thoughts. I'm going to be able to pick that up. But anyways, that's my plan, and the reason I want to do this is because this is my 96 F-150 XLT. This is literally a 1% truck, and this is what I mean by this 1%. Meaning that it is 1% of these trucks are out on the roads today in this condition. There's really not much rust anywhere on this truck, and I want to jack this thing up, and I'll probably leave the wheels on, cover them with a plastic bag, and I want to paint the entire side, the whole underside of this pickup truck. We live in Pennsylvania, and that's all I need to say more for rust when it comes to rusting, because we're right in the rust belt. And I don't ever plan on driving this truck out on the roads in the wintertime. Once the salt and the first snow flurry hits, this truck gets parked for the rest of the winter. I might put it around here a little bit, just charge the battery and stuff like that, keep things going. But I want to paint the underside of this. The shock towers that are the front shock towers and the leaf spring mounts are getting a little bit of rust on them. The front ones are quite rusty in this truck because of the flexing and stuff. So I want to get some paint on here, and I don't want to paint this thing close to the barn, but I want it up. I need a little bit more room to paint under there. Being a truck, I can still get under there, but that's my plans for these Harbor Freight jack stands. So let's get started welding these things, and then we'll go from there. Something I wanted to mention, do not attempt this at home. Do not try this. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do not do it. I assume no legal liabilities or anything that you do. So I'm just saying that. I'm not held liable or anything. But don't try this at home. Don't try it at all. This is the titanium Flux 125, yeah, right here. Titanium Flux 125. It's a 120 volt DC welder. That's why it's so small. And I'll tell you, ever since I got this thing, I haven't even touched my other welders. This welder blows those other ones right out of the water. So this welder is so much better. And if you thought the 90 amp flux core wire welder and the 120 one that they have now is good, wait till you try one of these. And I'm not being paid to say that either. It's just so much better than those. Turn it on and it fires right up like usual. So let's get to welding here. Well, there you go. The jack stands are all welded to that plate. I don't foresee having any problems with these whatsoever. The steel that I put the base on is thicker than the jack stand itself, so I don't foresee having any problems with these things at any time. So I guess I'll show you guys some of the welds. Now, like I said, I'm not a professional welder, but that's not too bad. You know, I think it's good enough. Good enough for what I'm doing. And some people will say it's not good enough, and you know, I'm just a backyard guy doing this, but that one looks pretty good right there. That's a nice weld there. I like that one. That's probably one of the best ones, but not too bad. So now I have 3 right there, and I also have one up here. This was the last one. And at some point when I'm done painting the underside of my truck, I will probably just repaint these jack stands bright red. I have lots of paint over here. I mean, I've got, I don't know if you guys can see this. This whole thing is full. All that is full of paint. Paint everywhere. So I can pretty much pick a color. So I will hopefully see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you all in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.